Hey guys, it's been a while. Before I start this game, I just want to say I'm sorry that I haven't posted in so long. Fortnite just isn't fun for me anymore. So, my apologies that I haven't posted in such a long time. It's my fault. I should have posted, but today I'm going to be playing some Madden. So, yeah. I'm sorry again for not posting in a while. It's been like 2 months. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this little Madden game. I'm playing the Patriots right now. I'm the Ravens because they're pretty fun to play with. Even though I like the Packers.
Justin Tucker set to boot this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Here we go.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Not bad, not bad. I'm playing against them, and this is a computer, but I put them to all Madden. So if you don't know what that is, that's the highest rank they could be for skill level.
The game's first play, and it's second down now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's White.
Oh,
and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Let's go to the middle of the Baltimore defense where Brandon Williams holds court. And we often talk about how difficult it is to stop a big-time runner.
Come on, get the
sack.
sack.
To stop a big-time guy in the middle who wreaks havoc.
Let's go.
Away, and Brady will go down.
What a loss of yardage. Let's go.
Defense went 3-4. They
4th and 13.
From the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Lamar Jackson brings out the Baltimore Ravens. Such an electric season for the team, for Lamar Jackson. And Charles,
guys, don't tell anybody,
the
but
quarterback to top
this is the best pass you could ever do.
Second to Michael Vick,
it
who
always
has
has
1,039. Lamar Jackson now just 22 yards behind him.
No one's open.
Against Buffalo in Week 14.
Ooh,
So
look
what
at
you're saying is that could be
look at that.
carry in his next game.
Easy first.
The record.
Easy first.
Season, 21 total touchdowns, just 1 interception in his last 6 games. All of them wins. And just the amazing things that he does on the field. Did you see the play last week?
Okay, it's the slant.
Looked like he's going to fake it inside, then he's going to run to the corner.
It's the perfect shotgun pass.
To his tight end, Nick Boyle.
Oh, that's actually no.
Get there. Down he goes.
He's wide open.
You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective,
they
need it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let their brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of fun.
Actually, no, wide open.
Every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform.
Look at that.
No grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put them on the ground.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
Touchdown run. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Good start, good start.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play.
Come on,
so
let's go. Use your sack.
And not let them affect you in a negative way. That's
Get off
what
me,
the
boy.
guys are looking for.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and
Don't
it'll
try
be
me.
second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Brady. He gets it to James White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that. Little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Too easy, guys.
Here's Ryan Allen now
Punting
as
already?
he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Oh, my.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Charles, as the Ravens offense comes back out here, you know, it's really good to be a Baltimore fan right now. With the win in Buffalo Week 14, the Ravens have already clinched a playoff spot. They can win the AFC North on Thursday night with a victory over the Jets or a Pittsburgh loss.
And they received an early holiday.
Oh, my
credit.
God.
And now nothing but green ahead
That
of
was
him.
so dirty.
20, 10, and all the way in for
Oh,
a
my
Ravens
God.
touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
80-yard touchdown from Lamar.
One play,
You can't
80
catch this
yards.
dude.
Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so
Hey, you wanna
easy
see
to
the
execute.
best?
Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try to run with Ingram, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
Tom Brady and the Super Bowl champs ready for their next possession. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Brady.
Let's go.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this
Pick
back.
six right there.
Pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Oh my gosh.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really
you can't play anyone better anyway.
So well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead,
I'm literally playing one of the best teams.
This one may be
They're 87 overall.
I
think Eagles are 89 overall. But I'm playing the Patriots. They're 87 overall. And I put them to all Madden, and I'm still winning them. It's crazy.
Tucker now
Watch
to
this,
add the
watch
point
this.
after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw
No.
it. And a fake attempt here, not
Oh my
going
gosh,
to work.
usually
Got
I
a
make
little
those
yardage,
kick
but not
attempts.
enough to get to the goal line.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on.
What?
Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Well, as we hit the home stretch of the regular season, just 3 weeks left. Let's look at the slate for Week 15, some of the more intriguing games. Houston and Tennessee, that's a big one in the AFC South. Rams going to Dallas, Buffalo and Pittsburgh, that's a Sunday night game. And then Charles Davis, he'll be taking his park into the frozen tundra. You've got Chicago at Green Bay this week.
Certainly do, and I'll take a heck of a lot more than just my parka. I will look like Biv the Michelin
By the way,
Man
I don't know
when
if
it's
you knew,
all
but
said and done.
Green Bay and Chicago, Green Bay won that ball.
27 expected
Let's go,
at kickoff.
Green Bay with
But
the
let's
win.
face it, how much fun will that
Green
be?
Bay's
Another
11-3 now,
historic
tied up with the
Bears-Packers game,
Niners.
and a game where the Bears have to have it, and the
I like the
Packers trying
Niners,
to hold
my
on to the
third
number
favorite
2
team.
seed. Houston and
Ravens are my
Tennessee,
second
so
favorite
intriguing.
team.
Houston just got jumped on by Denver. But these teams will meet
Green Bay,
twice in the
number
last 3
1.
weeks. A division title may be at stake. The
They've
Rams
gotten to
have
the
to
playoffs
win.
the last couple
Dallas
years,
can
but
actually
they've never
afford a
made it to
loss and still win their division, which sounds crazy.
Super Bowl,
And Buffalo
so.
needs a big victory in order to
I
make
mean,
that
they've
New
made it
England
to
game
Super Bowl before,
possibly
but
mean a division crown.
not in a while.
That's going to be fun when they go to Pittsburgh.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. This pass
Woo!
into the arms of Snead.
This pass, he's my favorite player. I don't know if he's a tight end or what.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for
I think
18.
he is a tight end. No, he's a wide receiver. Right? Yeah. He's super good.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here.
Oh,
now he pulls him over. Score! Touchdown!
How many tackles did he just break?
Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. As the Ravens push
so overpowered.
In front.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He can take off too.
4.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on the passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points.
Probably not going to be able to finish this game. But at least it's cool to stream. It's pretty fun.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
User hit. Ready for the sack right here?
Ready to go.
I'm calling it. I'm getting a sack or a pick.
I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown.
I'm going to say run it, though.
Normally, you know me.
Flag on
You've been
play.
around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one
Holding, let's
preaching
go.
patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller,
this is going to be
you're going to that portion of the
they're
sheet
going to catch it
that says
on this.
big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up. On second down now. It's White.
They keep running that.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so
watching
bad.
with good stream? Oh, not one person.
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman.
What was that?
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season. That throw by Brady incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, folks, we gave you a glance at the AFC playoff picture. Let's talk NFC playoff picture. Bit of a shakeup because the Niners and the Saints game and the Seahawks and the Rams. So San
who is
Fran
watching
back up
my
the top
stream?
spot. Then you have the Packers who beat Washington, moving up to number 2. The Saints with the loss, try to follow all this. They dropped down the spot. But it's a critical one as they lose that first-round bye, and then we're still awaiting resolution on the Cowboys and the Eagles in the NFC East, CD.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy deal because essentially San Francisco and Seattle had kind of been trading back and forth. And after Sunday night's games, San Francisco holds that spot. But remember, those two play Week 17. It could all be decided then. The Saints have already locked down the NFC South. They're trying to get one of those top 2 seeds, as you mentioned. But the race for these wild cards, Minnesota.
What the heck?
Sitting right there, holding the number 6 spot. They're a game ahead of the Rams, who are really hot right
it's
now.
Alberto.
And the
What's
Bears, after whacking the Cowboys last week, they're hanging in there as well.
But as you're alluding to, I mean, Seattle drops from the number 1 seed all the way down to the number 4. Of course, a lot can change in the final 3 weeks.
And just think, a lot of people
letting me use his account pretty
how
much.
does the NFC East
I don't like
get a
the
home
game
game
yet. I'm just
by
using
winning
his
that
account.
division? This is going to be one of those years
But
people
I'll get
talk
the game
about
like Christmas or
reseeding
something.
based on absolute overall record.
Go
Yeah,
subscribe
because it's
to him.
not out of the question that
He's
either the
the real
49ers or the
OG
Seahawks
here.
could be 13-3 and be a wild card team. Allen
He's
on the
making
punt
this
as he
stream
gets this
possible.
one away.
Sponsored by Alberto.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
That's what we're going to do.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
He's going to take off with it.
Told you we're going to do something big. What did I say?
Giving chase, but I don't think they're going to
What did I say?
And all the way in for a
You
Ravens
see that?
touchdown.
Clip that. Clip that, stream.
Lamar Jackson.
99-yard touchdown.
Monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys continue to pour it on. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously, a
Little
pass play,
1-yard
you couldn't
line,
find anyone
too.
open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away
already.
Following the touchdown.
And I'm on all Madden on this mode right now.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
My.
And he'll take it back to about
So
the
trash.
19-yard line.
Yeah, but really, go subscribe to Fish Stick.
Julian Edelman
He's got
gets
some
ready
pretty
to
good
take the
Fortnite
field again
gameplay.
here on offense. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look
I
to
don't
him
know
a
if
little
he
bit more,
posts that
right?
much, but
I would guess you would start to see maybe some
He
quick
doesn't really post
screens,
anymore,
some
but
hitches,
go look at his old
anything to get
videos.
the
They're
ball in
pretty
his hands
fire.
quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I said just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just
How are
one
they getting
catch
so
for
much
him.
yardage
And
each
this will be
player?
stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down.
How did I not
Brady.
pick that?
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And an
Oh my
incomplete
gosh.
pass.
My team could not catch the
That'll
ball.
stop the clock
They've
here
had
with just under a minute to play in half
2
number 1.
passes right to them in a
Defensively,
row.
that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another
Alright,
empty
I'm gonna get a
possession.
touchdown
And
here.
those empty possessions
Easily, though.
are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. The big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and
Yeah,
that's
you're
when
right.
it's
They
really
can't contain him.
difficult
Ready?
because defensively you
Watch.
can have a game plan
Proof that they can't
and try to
contain him.
account for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play
Whoa.
where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, where they
They
call
can't
broken
contain no
plays,
one.
that's when the
I
X and
know.
O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Snead's got it.
Too good.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18
I've already gotten
seconds to
2
go in
kick
the first
returns
half.
today.
So the big
Let's
play
go.
gets them all the way
Back
down
to
to the
back,
outskirts
too.
of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he will score! Touchdown!
Let's go!
Baltimore! Lamar Jackson as the first
too
half is
easy.
winding down.
I'll
As
probably
his
just play one
guys
more quarter.
continue to put this one
Yeah,
out of
on stream, I
reach.
guess.
And that rushing touchdown is
And I'm
fourth,
gonna-
puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a
Depends,
single
though.
game.
And we all
I
know
might
he
play
would
this
love
game
to
out.
get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And
Let's
some good
go.
coverage there by the
17?
kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
16. Let's go, bro.
The Pats at the line,
Let's
ready
go,
to
bro.
go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. And I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Already 42-0.
This one taken from the 7.
Oh my gosh, that's
Powers
3
through
kick
again.
returns.
And some space here. The 30.
Oh shoot, no.
That bulldozed him through multiple times.
3 kick returns in a row. Clip these.
Touchdown.
Clip these. Clip them.
Kickoff return as his guys continue to
This
pour
guy
it
is
on.
such a good kick returner.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker
Oh my
room, they talk about
gosh.
pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
They suck butt.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. Still one of the most exciting plays in football. The kick return shows why there. 93 yards on that return for 6.
Shoot, I don't want to get copyrighted. The
So
game's
let's
playing
try this
music, though.
again
I
after the
can't
kick
copyright
return
that.
TD. Here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Hello?
All right, CD, let's take a step back. Look at the
Yes,
AFC playoff
we're watching
picture
that.
just 3 weeks to go. Hard to
I know.
believe.
That's
Essentially,
3
I
in
think
a
it's
row.
7 teams for 6 spots right now. The Ravens
I know.
are in, looking good for the number
3
1 seed,
kick returns
11-2,
this game.
essentially
How you
with
like
a
that,
2-game
Alvin?
lead over the 10-3 Pats, who they beat in Week 9. Then what we
No?
got?
Is it
Chiefs
you?
in the West leading right now. Texans currently ahead in the AFC South. How about that wild card picture?
Yeah, how about Buffalo? They had a tough loss at home to Baltimore, but boy, they're playing awfully well. And guess what? They go to New England next week. That game could have big ramifications. And the Steelers, how are they 8-5 on their 3rd, maybe essentially 4th quarterback of the year since they traded Josh Dobbs in preseason? Incredible job Mike Tomlin has done as the head coach there. But the team to keep an eye out for in the AFC South, the Tennessee Titans. They are hot right now, 8-5, and running the heck out of the football with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I mentioned the Texans currently holding the AFC South lead, but they also have that 8-5 record. It's going to be close down the stretch. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And shutting him off now off the field.
Oh,
And
Joe
they're gonna have
fumble.
this across midfield and inside the 45. No one there to help out downfield,
That's
but
right,
no
Lamar.
problem scrambling
Put
for
in that
22
word.
and a
Put in that
first.
word.
Everyone in this stadium knows
That's what I
Jackson
like.
can do that as
That's
well
what
as
I
any
like.
QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, 27 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he...
Hold up. Taking a little time out.
Successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Okay, back
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Yeah, I'll probably just finish up this quarter. I don't know if I can.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
And go.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's got him in. Complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Oh. No freaking way! Are you guys seeing this?
Touchdown, Ravens!
Are you guys seeing this?
It certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it?
Oh my
gosh. No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
What
Feels like
is
there's
this?
been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Tucker now for the extra point.
That's 4 in a row. 1 punt return.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown.
too easy. Too easy. They're trash. So trash.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Rating to
Out
all
comes the New
Madden,
England
and they
offense to see
still
what they
can't
can do
score.
this time.
They have
These guys
Brady.
had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Brady throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. You got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Jones on the return.
I'm so dumb. Oh, what am I doing?
44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Dang it, what am I doing?
Set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels
I tried
that
to
way, and
get
I think that they're going to call
punt return.
plays
Hey, what's up, chat?
because
2 people?
what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard
Sorry
is still
that
up
I've been
there and
posting.
the game's going to go on,
I'm gonna start
but you can
posting.
take the spirit away from
Crap.
another team, that their drive and will to come back and
That
win
wasn't out.
can be
That was
taken
not
with
out,
another
bro.
score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Lamar,
Yeah,
what are
they're
you
teetering
doing?
right there on the brink, aren't they?
What are you doing,
From the
Lamar?
gun on 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He can
Let's go.
run
That's
for
a
it,
first,
and he will.
baby.
Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down.
Let's
He was the
go.
NFL's leading rusher among
10
QBs a
rushes
year
this
ago.
game, and I've already had 353 yards with Lamar.
Now Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure
Dot.
right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
No, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't
Trying to get
even
it to
matter.
Willie Snead
Lamar's going
there.
to run this
And
to a
that'll bring
touchdown.
up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
Like I said, run this to a
And
touchdown.
he will be taken
Almost.
down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be
What's up, Mark?
the final
Mark, I'm not
play
PS
of the
Plus. I
3rd
would play
quarter.
you, but I don't have it.
Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very
I'd play you, but I'm not
one-sided
PS
affair.
Plus. And I'm on Alberto's account pretty much.
2 first
I'm gonna
downs
get
have them
Madden
up near
at, like,
midfield
Christmas.
now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20
Just to
yards.
let you know, Mark, I'm actually pretty
Snead figures
good.
to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson.
I'm
2
playing
years
the
ago,
Patriots
it was a
right now, and I
disappointing
put
2017 for
their-
Snead. That was in New
their-
Orleans, but then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first
level
go-around
to, like,
with
all
Baltimore.
Madden.
62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Yeah.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him,
always
wasn't it?
run
I'm
with
telling
Lamar.
you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are
fumble,
going
hit.
right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I
all
saw
the time.
that
I
lane
never
start to
fumbled
develop.
before.
Boom. He took advantage of it.
Pass, bet.
Caught right side. It's Snead. And he
Oh,
is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Thanks for the advice.
From 21 yards away, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
I do, but like rarely.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead will swell by one more.
10 touchdowns? Let's go.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
I'm going to finish up this game. Get off. But
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
It's been a while.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Again, I'm sorry.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
I tried playing it like
comes
twice.
the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
What a pig.
He will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Pick 6.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Kind of close, but he's one of my controllers, and I play him. And his favorite team is the Panthers, and he always picks the Panthers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
He fumbles every single time.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
I haven't played the other ones yet.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
What?
That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for competitive and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And Brady's throw there intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time.
Another pick six.
Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And now off off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
You have like a season that you're playing, like with playoffs and everything? Let me know. Like, is there a season?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
Oh, yeah, that is cool.
You should be.
Oh, my God.
Just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys,
PS Plus
I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Brady going to throw. No escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never call their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Just
2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
No, you need PS Plus to play your friends. Oh, you don't need PS Plus. All right.
So the Patriots with a football as we get your reset.
If I were to play like
they
random
face
people,
a
would I
3rd
still
down
need
now
PS
as they try to find a late score.
Yeah, right?
And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Brady now on 1st down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, and now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
And of course, we still don't get it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's go.
Shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Please, don't go. Are they going to go
for nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
They get 90 points.
A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp Rock. Got that black cloud over their heads.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL,
all right, now
they might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age
oh, that's a touchdown.
You could say on the other side, if you're
that's
get
a touchdown, boy. Let's go, 90, 91 actually.
Touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Oh my gosh.
That touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah,
I'm going to go for the 2-point conversion.
The proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
And if I make this 2-point conversion, and I make another point, or another touchdown, that means... that means I can get 100
now once
points.
Again, they'll line up to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson flush to his right. He'll try and run.
What?
And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is
no, I tried to dive.
So we'll have to see what that's about.
I tried to dive. No!
We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage,
but I
and
passed.
so he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become
that gets
a
on my
runner.
nerves.
As a
That
DB,
gets on my
starting to react
nerves.
towards the line of scrimmage, they can often throw it over your head.
I could have scored 100.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Maybe I still can. All
Fielded about
I
a
need
yard
is
deep.
to get a pick 6 or for them to fumble.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
That's it, baby. You got work.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out
They
here.
literally say the same thing over and
Take a
over.
great look at that scoreboard.
Like the last game I played, I heard them say the same stuff.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Oh my gosh.
By Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there.
Yo.
And what a pick off.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is
I need
away.
a pick 6 or a fumble or
This is fielded at the goal line.
something.
They'll
I
bring
need to
it
get
back to
100
just
points.
about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Come on. I need a pick and a field goal.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do
pride
something.
on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what, no matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady.
Pick that.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds
Are they going to
left.
punt it?
Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far.
I'm going to run out of bounds.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
No.
Jones on the return.
Oh, no. Time stopped. I got to get this punt return. No! I didn't get
So the final
injured.
seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell
All
you
right,
what, Charles,
guys,
this might be
that's
about
gonna
as
be it for
good as it
today.
gets. They were incredible.
Yeah,
Good
offense
game,
was in
good
fine
game.
form. The
Take a
defense
picture of that.
threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together.
Good game,
What I
good
like about the
game.
offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire
Alrighty.
time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing,
That was a
up a little
fun
extra
stream,
spring
guys.
in your
Hope you guys
step, and
enjoyed.
it showed up in this one.
Comment
They
down
had a ton
what your
of spring in
favorite
their
play
step.
was.
Impressive victory.
Clip those. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, guys. Love you guys.